One of my favorite books which I have ever read is called The Autobiography of a Yogi. This was written by Paramahamsa Yogananda, who was a spiritual giant of his time. And I first time stumbled upon this book in 2008. And in 2008, when I read this book, it was mind blowing. In fact, I remember my exams were coming in 2.5 weeks or so. But instead of studying for the exam, I was so hooked on to this book that I was reading it hours together every day and finished it, I guess, in 9 or 10 days. The book is around 500 pages odd. So every day I was just reading, and it was so interesting. And it is not fiction, it is basically Paramahamsa Yogananda's journey of how he meets his guru and how he encounters so many saints and sages across the globe in so many countries. Paramahamsa Yogananda traveled across the world on the instructions of his guru. He never wanted to leave his guru's side, but the guru was very insistent that no, this is not your purpose to be with me. Your purpose is to enlighten many beings. So Paramahamsa Yogananda is instructed to travel across the globe, and then he spreads the message of spirituality. And that was the book. Yesterday I somehow wanted to revisit that book. It's been a really long time since I read it, but the book had such deep imprint on me because it talks about so much which we do not know, which we do not understand, from Yogananda's own experiences of life. So yesterday I suddenly was interested in a particular chapter. So I went to that particular chapter just to quickly go through and get amazed once again. And yes, it was an amazing experience yesterday. I just read 2 or 3 pages, but very solid content. So in that, what happens is Yogananda has a guru who was called as Yukteswara Giri. So, and the bond between a guru and a disciple, spiritual guru and a disciple, it's very difficult to explain, because people who do not have a guru cannot understand that equation at all. Like, you may have your loved ones, like your parents, your children, your spouse, your siblings. You feel love for them, you feel an attachment for them. All that is good. But the kind of relationship between a guru and shishya, the disciple, the master and disciple, it's very difficult to understand for people who do not have a guru. Do not get confused with the term guru as a teacher, because we have so many teachers in life, right? In your school, college, you in your corporate, you would have met some trainers. Many people teach us a lot of things. We technically cannot call them a guru, because guru is that person who can lead you out of the cycle of birth and death. Everyone else is a mini guru, or you can call them acharya, who basically teaches you how to navigate this world. Like all your colleges, your professors teach you some subjects which can get you a job, which can get you a degree, which can help you navigate the world better. But a true guru is one who is not bothered about this world. He is basically trying to get you an exit from this world, either into better worlds or completely. The best ultimate objective is to get rid of this whole cycle of birth and death. So Yukteswara Giri was such a guru. When you find such a guru, it's very difficult to describe the connection between the guru and the disciple. It's a very, very deep bond. Yes, it is love, but it is the most powerful kind of love, without expectations, without attachment. Because with family, friends, we have certain expectations, and when those expectations are not met, we get disappointed. With a guru, such things doesn't exist. They don't exist. Such things don't exist at all. With a guru, it is unconditional faith and unconditional love without any expectation. Since I have a guru, I understand that kind of a relationship. Now, Yukteswara Giri eventually takes samadhi, he leaves this body, and during that time when he leaves his body, Yogananda is not around. Yogananda is sent by his guru to Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela is this procession event that happens every once in 12 years, and it's a huge pilgrimage or a religious event which happens. Many Indians go to Kumbh Mela. So he is sent to Kumbh Mela. So he is not around his guru, and by the time he returns back from Kumbh Mela, because those days they didn't have technology, WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram or SMS to communicate that the guru has left his body. When Paramahamsa Yogananda comes and sees the body of his guru lying there without life, he's devastated. So he's like, what is this? Why did my guru send me away? Because he is a spiritually realized master, he probably knew when he would exit this body. Didn't he want me to be, he did not want me to be around when this happens? Why did he on purpose send me away to Kumbh Mela? And when he comes back, he just sees the body and he's devastated. And for months, he is not in the right frame of mind. He's depressed and he's very sad, because that is the kind of relationship. Suddenly you feel hopelessness in life, because till now there was someone who could uplift you, who could answer all your questions, who could give you guidance on your spiritual journey and everything else. And suddenly that hand is gone and there's no one for you, and he's devastated. But he has to go on with his life. Life means the purpose of life which his guru gave him. He has to fulfill it. So he keeps traveling places, trying to enlighten people. And 2 months roughly after his guru's demise, he goes to Bombay. And from Bombay, he is planning to travel to the Western countries. But for some reason, his Western countries trip gets cancelled. So he was in Bombay for a couple of days, close to around 10 days he was in Bombay. And he was giving discourses here and there, but he was still very sad from the inside. So Yogananda describes this one instance where in Bombay he is in a hotel and he is just staring out of the window, and suddenly on the opposite building's terrace he finds this yellow light, and he actually has darshan or vision of Lord Krishna, and he is surprised, he is astonished. Okay, what is Lord Krishna doing? Lord Krishna, the way we imagine him, in person he is able to see there, and Lord Krishna is waving at Yogananda, and Yogananda is unable to understand the message. Why is Lord Krishna appearing in person and waving? And before he could understand what Lord Krishna is trying to communicate, the vision is gone. And okay, but he understands that okay, there is something which I am unable to understand. Maybe something is going to happen. Krishna was probably just hinting at that. Again, normal people cannot understand these experiences. For us, things which are there in front of our eyes only, we are unable to see properly. Can you see God in physical form? But Yogananda was a yogi. For him, it was a very good experience, but he had the capacity to absorb that experience. But he was still confused as to what was the message. So he still stays in Bombay for the next 10 days. And after 10 days, one afternoon, Yogananda is just sitting in his hotel room, and there's a light gushing in from the window, and he is just philosophically just sitting there silent and staring at the light that is coming and thinking about his guru, that he is no more. And suddenly Yogananda describes that the whole room, the atmosphere of the room changes, and there is some bright light that is filled in the whole room, and before he realizes, he sees his guru in physical flesh. And Yogananda himself has cremated his guru. He has buried his guru 1 week ago in a city in Puri. Puri is in Odisha, which is the eastern coast of India. Right now he is in Bombay, the western coast of India, very far away. Plus he's died. He's dead a week ago. Not week, 2 months ago. Like 2 months ago he has buried his guru's physical body with his own hand. So he's unable to believe it, that his guru is standing there. And normally Yogananda had a habit of falling at the guru's feet, but this time he was so happy to see the guru, because this is hope against hopelessness, is it not? This is hope of the hope. Like, I never imagined Guru could be back. And he doesn't fall on the feet. He instead goes and hugs his Guru very tightly because he's afraid that he'll leave again. And he's not able to grasp this whole experience. He's like, what is this? I myself have buried this body. And he's again here. And he, embraces him, hugs him, and is not leaving him. He's very tightly holding on. And he's expressing to his Guru, like, what is this? I'm so happy to see you. Is this really you? Am I in an illusion? And the Guru says, it is me. He's like, is this body real? I myself have buried you. What is this? He's like, yes, this body is real. This body is as real as it was. This is flesh, this is blood, this is bone. You are able to hug me. This is reality. And Paramahamsa Yogananda says, how is this possible? But you died. Then the Guru says, what dies? I did not die. Was it the body which died? Then he says, okay, so the body died, then what is this body? And his Guru says that I just constructed this body out of a few atoms so that you could experience me physically. Otherwise, I don't need this physical body. But then just to manifest in front of you, I just took a few atoms and converted them into this physical body which you can recognize so that I can come to you. And Yogananda is very happy, and he is also baffled at the same time. Like, how is this possible? And Yogananda is not even letting his Guru go out of his embrace. He is holding him tightly and he is questioning the Guru, like, explain me, like, what is this? I am not able to fathom this experience. What is this? And the Guru very patiently explains, and Yogananda is listening to him while still hugging him. He is not leaving. And after a while the Guru says, can you please loosen a little bit of your hug? It's getting a little tight. And then he loosens it up, but he doesn't leave his Guru. He's still embracing the Guru. And the conversation which takes place between the both is out of this world. Amazing conversation. Almost sci-fi level. Some people will say it's all made up. It's all up to you. But the conversation is amazing.